Millionaires and billionaires know how to play the game. It's all in the flick of the wrist, which is why in this video we will check out the top 10 most expensive watches in the world. Beginning with number 10 is the Patek Philippe stainless steel reference 1518, which sold for $11,137,000. Collectors pay attention when a Patek Philippe reference 1518 is put up for sale. What is more intriguing is that there's also a very rare stainless steel 1518, so rare that most collectors are unable to recall the last time one went up for auction since they are so uncommon. They are so uncommon that most collectors have never really seen one in person. And the Patek Philippe Museum in Geneva, which houses the largest and most comprehensive collection of Patek Philippe watches in the world, has no examples of such a rare watch. So, when this stainless steel Patek Philippe came up for auction in 2016, every eye was curious as to how high it would sell for. Produced from 1941 to the early 1950s, 281 pieces were made, with the majority being yellow gold and another 20% being pink gold, and only 4 pieces being stainless steel, like this one that was sold for $11 million, which might sound astronomical to most, but when you also factor in that this was the first stainless steel one created because the case has the number 1 engraved on it, a collector would definitely want to have this alongside their other pieces. And at number 9 is the Rolex Paul Newman Daytona reference 6239, which sold for $17.75 million. During his successful racing career, the renowned actor and motorsports fanatic Paul Newman was known to wear a very unique and rare Rolex Daytona wristwatch, and examples of that watch, which has been dubbed the Paul Newman Daytona, have been among the most expensive timepieces on the secondary market. Therefore, it came as little surprise when this Rolex, which was genuinely owned by Paul Newman, made such an enormous ripple amongst the rich when it was put up for sale in New York on October 26, 2017. The 37mm stainless steel chronograph was a gift to Newman from his wife and actress Joanne Woodward, and features a distinctive off-white dial, black subdials, and minute track, and an engraved tachymeter scale bezel. The caseback is engraved with the affectionate warning, "Drive carefully, me," which refers to the start of Newman's racing career at that time. The 1968 purchased watch has been treasured by the Newman family for almost 50 years before being put up for sale. The model continues to be the most expensive Rolex timepiece ever sold at $17.75 million. Number 8. Jacob & Co. Billionaire Timeless Treasure, valued at $20 million. This watch resembles a glittering chest of gold on your wrist more than a watch. Meet the Jacob & Company Billionaire Timeless Treasure. It's 260 carats of mind-blowing thick emerald-cut diamonds, so you might want to sit down for this one. This watch is a full-on diamond bracelet that tells the time, not just a clock. However, don't assume that all the sparkle means the mechanics have been compromised. A sophisticated tourbillon movement is housed inside this sparkling beauty. If you're wondering what a tourbillon is, it's a unique mechanism created to resist the effects of gravity for more precise timekeeping. It is one of the hallmarks of a high-quality watch. When it comes to grandeur, the Billionaire Timeless Treasure isn't afraid to show out. Its striking design, which includes a case, bracelet, and clasp made entirely of 18-karat white gold, screams luxury and exclusivity. This watch is a conversation starter and a symbol of great riches and prestige, and the price tag reflects this. At $20 million, all this glitter might make your head ache. The Jacob & Company Billionaire Timeless Treasure is a glittering rhapsody of grandeur that transforms the act of keeping time into an aesthetically pleasing pursuit. At number 7 is the Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication, which sold for $24 million. The Henry Graves Super Complication by Patek Philippe is one of the most intricate mechanical pocket watches ever made. This 24 Complication 18-karat gold watch was given its name in honor of banker Henry Graves Jr., who ordered it in an effort to surpass American manufacturer James Ward Packard's Grand Complication pocket watch. Both of them were at the pinnacle of the watch collecting world and frequently ordered cutting-edge new watches. The watch is made up of 920 tiny individually manufactured parts, including 430 screws, 110 wheels, 120 detachable sections, and 70 diamonds. The timepiece is a gold, double-dialed, double open-faced minute repeating clock with Westminster chimes that strike quarterly and hourly, a perpetual calendar accurate to the year 2100, moon phases, and indications for times of sunrise or sunset, amongst many other features for the prospective buyer of this $24 million watch. It's all encased in glass 36 millimeters thick and 74 millimeters in diameter and weighs 536 grams. The watch, which took 3 years to design and 5 years to make, was given to the banker on January 19, 1933. So nearly 100 years later, the Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication remains the most complicated mechanical watch built without the assistance of computers. At number 6 is the Chopa 201 Carat, which is valued at $25 million. Chopa is renowned for producing watches that stand out from the competition. This is especially the case for the 201 Carat Chopa watch, a stunning item that redefines luxury. What precisely distinguishes this watch from the others? An internally flawless heart-shaped pink diamond weighing 15.37 carats, a heart-shaped blue diamond weighing 12.79 carats, and a flawless heart-shaped D-colored diamond weighing 11.36 carats are set in the center of the shining white and yellow gold hardware. Each of these gems is set in a bracelet that also has clusters of 260 pear-shaped D-color flawless diamonds and also 91 round D-color flawless diamonds, totaling a combined 10.29 carats. These clusters are arranged like flowers with a round 8.81 carat yellow diamond at the center. The bracelet also features 26 pear-shaped yellow diamonds totaling 17.07 carats that are dotted all around it. This watch is stunning in many ways than just its glitter factor. The 3 heart-shaped stones in the ornament open like flower petals when the spring-loaded mechanism is pressed, revealing the pave-set watch face, which is made up of 3 pear-shaped yellow diamonds weighing a combined 8.45 carats. The fact that Chopa enjoys a stellar reputation in the jewelry sector only serves to increase the collector's desire for this timepiece. Halfway down our list at number 5 is the Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillerie 101 Manchette at $26 million. Imagine wearing the same watch that Queen Elizabeth II wore during her 1953 coronation. It's more than just a watch, it's a piece of jewelry brilliance. But what makes this watch particularly exceptional is what's on the inside, which is concealed behind a succession of sparkling stones. The caliber 101 has diamond-studded links and is the tiniest mechanical movement ever created. With its blend of historical technology and obvious glitter, the Joaillerie 101 is a monument to the remarkable expertise and precision of Jaeger-LeCoultre's watchmakers. It weighs less than a gram and is made up of 98 small parts. More than just a clock, Manchette is a symbol of luxury, elegance, and sophistication. So, if you want the feel of a royal dignitary and don't mind spending a lot of money, this watch is likely for you. At number 4 is the Breguet Grand Complication Marie Antoinette, valued at $30 million. Here's the deal. This isn't just an expensive watch. It's more like a time machine that transports us back to the extravagant luxury that used to be a standard for royalty. This very intriguing watch was intended for Marie Antoinette, the French queen, but here's the twist. The watch, which they called the Queen, wasn't finished until 34 years after her death. Abraham Louis Breguet was a highly skilled Swiss watchmaker who received a special order from a customer who wanted the most unbelievable watch ever made using every trick in the book. Currently, the Queen is a representation of Breguet's ability and ambition. It is constructed of gold and adorned with precious stones. This watch has been drawing attention for decades, and it's simple to understand why. It's more than simply a timepiece, it's a masterpiece, a piece of history, and a demonstration of what true luxury means. Now we get down to the top 3 most expensive watches in the world, and number 3 goes to the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime reference 6300A-010, which sold for $31.19 million. This watch is more than just a watch. It's a masterpiece that sold for an unbelievable $31 million, earning it the 3rd spot in our list of the most expensive watches in the world. What makes this timepiece worth the price of a luxury yacht is not just the stainless steel body or the striking salmon-colored dial. Rather, this timepiece houses 20 astounding features, or complications as they're known in the watch world. This wristwatch is the only one of its kind in the world, making it as unique as it is valuable. Additionally, it was created for a noble cause, the only watch charity auction which funds research into Duchenne muscular dystrophy. At number 2 is the Graf Diamonds, the Fascination, which is valued at $40 million. There aren't many adjectives that can adequately describe this interesting transformable high jewelry watch. This masterpiece was created by Lorenz Graf, chairman and founder of Graf Diamonds, who wanted its 152.96 carats of the finest white diamonds and its rare 38.13 carat D flawless pear-shaped diamond to be as adaptable as possible. The bracelet's beautiful pear-shaped diamond may be removed and set in a unique shank to be worn as a ring. It can be swapped for a diamond-encrusted watch to complete the watch's 3rd transition, a special item that wonderfully encapsulates Graf's philosophy on luxury. And Lorenz Graf was on it again because at number 1 is the Graf Diamonds Hallucination, which is valued at $55 million. The astounding Graf Hallucination, a tribute to luxury with a mind-boggling price tag of $55 million, is at the top of our list. You heard correctly, a watch costing $55 million is not just any watch. It is a stunning masterpiece made with Graf diamonds that redefines what luxury is all about. The Hallucination is less of a watch and more of a diamond extravaganza. It is encrusted with a stunning 110 carats of rare colored diamonds that display a rainbow of hues from fancy vivid yellow to fancy intense blue. But don't be misled by the Hallucination's glitz. It has a precise quartz dial at its core that maintains time without fail, demonstrating that it is not simply a showpiece, but also a useful accessory. This magnificent timepiece is the product of countless hours of meticulous work by an elite group of designers, gemologists, and master craftsmen. It is a testament to the fervor, expertise, and dominance of Graf Diamonds in the industry. Lorenz Graf, chairman of Graf Diamonds, was the inspiration behind this grand spectacle. His dream was to design a watch that would reflect the company's unmatched passion for diamonds. The Graf Hallucination is an extraordinary fusion of luxury, precision, and craftsmanship. It's not just a watch, it's a dream turned reality and a celebration of the wonder of colored diamonds. The Hallucination is that aha moment, letting you know that you made it, the embodiment of the company's excellence, innovation, and prowess in the diamond industry. Who would have thought that telling time could be so elegant? This concludes our look at the world of luxury watches. From sparkling diamonds to intricate designs, we've seen how a timepiece can turn into a masterpiece. These watches keep us ticking and wanting to produce more content for you. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Luxury A Lust. Toodles!